Ah, the projects. A place of nostalgia and lifelong trauma for some, and a place of my GPS told me to turn down here when it shouldn't have told me to turn down here for others. No matter what part of the world you're in, I'm sure your city has got at least a couple of these. So let's cut the long talk and get right into the list. Here are some signs that you have found yourself in the ghetto. If you're taking a stroll down the street only to get lost in your thoughts of what you should have said in that argument from 2 weeks ago or something along those lines, and you look up only to see a crisp pair of power line pumps, you've almost certainly found yourself in the projects. Now, why exactly does this happen? Has a handful of reasons. Some people get rid of their beaters this way, others use this as the original ping system before video games picked it up. So next time you're playing Fortnite or something and hit the ping button, just remember where it all started. Next, we got the stores. Check cashing places, payday loans, laundromats. If you see a high volume of any of these places within a short vicinity, you have undoubtedly found yourself in Project Pastures. Couple this with some abandoned car washes and liquor or corner stores, and your coordinates cannot be any more obvious. And if you need any more hints, just take a look at the windows and doors of said establishments. Are there bars on them? If the answer is yes, you know where you are. Also, I couldn't forget the discount dollar stores and the thrift shops, the good old reliables. Next on the list, we got some of the best eats you will ever eat in your life of eating. Every hood has at least one go-to spot with food seemingly made with crack and pixie dust. Well, given where you are, the first one might actually be true, but that's besides the point. The ghetto always has a spot with at least one hood Michelin star. Yes, I said hood Michelin star. If you've been to one of these places, you know exactly what I mean. Sure, there might be cracks in the walls and no AC with a dog barking from somewhere beyond the void every time you come here, but it doesn't matter. Because once that delectable world-class cuisine hits your taste buds, the whole block could get shot up and you wouldn't dare get caught dropping a single crumb off that plate. And you know these places get love from the whole community and are definitely a staple for projects around the world. Next on our list, we got people. Every type of neighborhood has people in it, obviously. But are they really outside though? Because if there's one thing about the projects, people are outside. People on the porch, people on the lawn, people in the staircase, people outside the corner store. Anytime at any place, if you're in the projects, you are bound to see people gathered around outside. What are they doing? Well, that, my friend, is their business. But speaking of people outside, one thing you almost definitely see outside in the ghetto is children. Alone. Kids in the ghetto don't normally got the new game consoles or phones to be cooped up in the crib all day. So, they go outside. And let me just tell you, these kids are either the quietest kids in the world to the point you think that they're just mute or something, or some devious ass rugrats. And there's rarely ever an in-between. But one thing I can say is they play outside. So, yeah. And since we're already on the topic of being outside, next sign that you're in the projects is seeing indoor furniture. Outside. Sun-bleached couches with cigarette butts and empty Corona bottles. Anywhere that seems like a cool chill space, you'll probably find some type of couch or chair. And honestly, this is just what I call innovation. The next sign you're in the hood is half bikes. Now, some of you may be asking, what is a half bike? Well, that, my friend, has a very simple answer. It's half of a bike. If you own a functioning bike in the ghetto, best believe it is never safe. Even if you get the Lockinator 3000 and have that thing bolted to the ground, it is never off limits. If they can't get your bike as a whole, best believe they will take it in parts like they're trying to put together a buildable off Black Ops 2 Zombies. Me personally, I used to tuck my bike into the closet in the crib as a kid because after my first bike only lasted about half a business day, I knew I may never get to enjoy that luxury again if I didn't make some serious lifestyle changes. Now, the next sign you're in the projects is the four-legged cannon, and I'm talking about pit bulls. If you see a dude walking down the street with a jacked big toe with teeth that he most likely doesn't have much control over, then you know you're in the projects. Now, if you knew me growing up, then you also probably knew until about 12 years old, I had a big fear of dogs. And this was a big part of the reason. Bro down the hall from us had two big-ass fucking pit bulls that looked like they've been in the gym every day for the last 50 years. And every time I went out back, I had to pray those hellhounds weren't out there too. Because with the way they would jump and bark at you when you walked by, you just knew they were on a 100% raw meat diet and were craving for a protein shake. The next project symptoms we got are shopping carts, clothing lines, and window ACs. Now, if you've happened to stumble across a few shopping carts, but you're not in the parking lot of a grocery store, you are more than likely in the ghetto. If you happen to notice one too many lines with clothes drying outside, well then add that to your checkoff list. And if you notice a strange amount of metal boxes hanging from apartment windows, it gets hot in the summer of these places, and they most likely don't got centralized air conditioning, alright? The next time that you found yourself in the ghetto, broken glass. An unusual amount of broken glass. Where, you may ask? Anywhere at all. Even in places where broken glass shouldn't be. But speaking of things being where they shouldn't be, the next sign you're in the hood is locks. On everything. Even on things that would normally never have locks on them. Growing up in my building, they had to put locks all over the fire extinguisher box because if they didn't, it would go missing every time it got replaced. The next sign you're in the projects is getting robbed. I mean, this can happen anywhere, but your chances of being robbed shoot up astronomically when you're in the ghetto. Shit, even if you're from the ghetto, sometimes it's just a bad day. And the worst part about that is, if you do get robbed living in the ghetto, then it's more than likely by someone you know.
Hey, I like those shoes.
Oh, these shoes?
What size are those?
I think they're size 9.
Shit, I can squeeze.
You could squeeze. Oh, nah, bro. These are my shoes, actually.
Take them shoes off.
All right, man. Shit.
And that jacket.
But it's not even real Nike. It's Nikkei.
Take it off. And I'm gonna need that Louis hat too.
But it's not even Louis. It's Louis.
Man, take the hat off. I'm gonna need that watch too.
It's not even a watch. This is the wall clock.
Man, shit. I knew I should have went somewhere else for this. Man, give me the wall clock.
Jordan?
Hey, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, it's me. It's me. What's up, Neb?
You robbing me?
Hey man, you know how it goes around here.
All right, man. Can I at least keep my pants?
Yeah, you can keep your pants, man. How's the family, by the way?
They're doing all right, you know. My mom got that new job at the old people home, so.
Oh, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear.
How about you? How's your family doing?
You know, we had our ups and downs, man, but it's been pretty rough lately. So, yeah, I'm gonna need your phone too, by the way.
Shit, all right, man. Can I at least text my mom and let her know I'm gonna be home late?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Jordan. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you too.
The next project symptom we got is bugs. Most likely roaches, sometimes bed bugs, and occasionally even rats. Even the cleanest of real estate in the projects is more than likely to have some roaches running around. And honestly, if you're from the ghetto, you've most likely learned to accept that these little assholes are your roommates and are not looking to cough up any rent change anytime soon. And they aren't even the good type of roommates. They're the lock themselves in the room until they smell the takeout you brought home and sneak out to eat it in the middle of the night roommates. But shit, I mean, I can't blame them. That inflation is crazy. The next sign you're in the ghetto, fireworks. Or at least that's what you were told as a kid, and what you forced yourself to believe to keep yourself from folding to thinking about the meaning of life. Or just actual fireworks. Honestly, that's the thing about growing up in the projects. Well, a lot of the time it wasn't fireworks. A lot of the times it also was, especially around the holidays when fireworks were in abundance. The firework wars on the block were very real, but most of the time it was probably guns. But if you grew up in the ghetto, this has almost definitely become like white noise for you to fall asleep to. The next sign you're in the hood is free lunch programs. Look, if you got a local rec center with a free lunch program, you're in the ghetto. And to wrap up our list, we got chain link fences, basketball nets with no mesh, abandoned buildings, security cameras that don't actually work, and graffiti. Murals too. A lot of projects usually got murals up. And a candlelight vigil somewhere. But yeah, these are just a few signs that you may have found your way to the projects, whether it be by birth or a wrong left turn. And though seemingly shitty, the projects are home to a lot of great people and great memories. But if you don't live there, maybe try making memories elsewhere. If there are any project symptoms I may have missed in this video, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like and sub. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Here.